Okay, so as we do with every practice, if you just find a posture that feels comfortable in the chair, but that is upright and alert. And begin with having your feet resting on the floor and your hands resting either in your lap or on the chair. And if it feels okay, closing your eyes. And if not, then just resting your gaze on the floor in front. So I want you to start by noticing what it feels like to sit in the chair. Feeling your legs and your back being supported by the chair. Then noticing what it feels like to breathe. Start to notice where your breath is located in your body. Feel your stomach rise as you inhale and fall as you exhale. And notice any sensations in the lungs. As you're focusing on the breath, begin to let go of the noises around you. If at any point you become distracted by the sounds in the room, simply notice this and bring your focus back to the practice. And just to remind ourselves that the body scan is just about noticing whatever is going on in the body. It is not about changing anything or doing anything in particular. It is just observing what is happening in your body right now. Now, I'd like to invite you to direct your attention away from the breath and down towards your feet. Begin by observing any sensations in your feet. Maybe you can feel the contact of your feet with your shoes and with your shoes on the floor. Just notice any sensations without any judgment. Perhaps you don't feel anything at all, and that's fine too. Allow yourself to feel the sensation of not feeling anything. Then, moving our awareness up past our ankles and towards our calves, the lower part of the leg. Observe the sensations you're experiencing through the calves. And if your mind starts to wander during this exercise, gently notice this and bring your mind back to simply noticing the sensations in your calves. If you notice any discomfort, pain, or stiffness, don't judge this. Just simply notice it. Observe how the sensations in your legs can change from moment to moment, and how no sensation is permanent. Then, moving upwards towards our upper legs, what can you feel in the muscles of your upper legs at this moment? Perhaps you can feel your thigh muscles and the back of your legs supported by the chair. Sometimes, when we focus on this part of the body, we may feel urges to move or to shift positions. Just notice these urges. Observe and allow any urges or sensations to be in the moment, just as they are. Or you might not feel much in your upper legs, just your muscles resting and legs sitting there. Again, just take note of this. Then, moving on towards our lower stomach muscles. What can you feel in your stomach muscles right now? Begin to gently tune into the sensations in your stomach muscles. Noticing the breath again as our stomachs rise and fall as we breathe. Perhaps you may notice the feeling of clothing around your stomach. If you notice any judgments arising about these areas, gently let these go and return to noticing sensations. Taking note that sometimes our stomachs may tell us something about the way we are feeling right now, through any tension or discomfort. If you notice this, just being aware as best you can that is what it is and what this feeling might be telling you. Then moving around to the lower back, noticing the contact of the lower back with the chair. Sometimes the lower back can be a difficult place to pay attention to. Notice any strain or tension in the lower back muscles. Be aware of any urges to avoid paying attention to this part of the body. And gently notice this without any judgment. Now, moving upwards to the upper back. I invite you to tune into what your posture is like, and to be curious about any sensations in your shoulders at this moment. This is an area where we can feel a lot of tension and stiffness in the muscles. If this is the case, gently bring your awareness to this. If this is not true, take note of any other sensations you feel in your shoulders. This part of the body can also communicate things to us about how we may be feeling. So take note of any sensations or feelings you may be having. Then, moving from our shoulders towards our chest muscles. Observe how the chest rises during the inhale and how the chest falls during the exhale. Take note of your breathing when you're focusing on the chest. Then beginning to move our awareness down to our arms. Observing any sensations or lack of sensations that may be occurring in our upper arms. Taking note of the connection between the upper and lower arms through the elbow joints as they rest against the chair or against our bodies. You might notice some difference between the left arm and the right arm. There is no need to judge this. And if you find yourself getting distracted at any point by any noises or any thoughts, just gently notice this and bring yourself back into this practice. Now, starting to breathe into our hands and noticing our fingers. Notice any sensations in the hands and how our palms connect with the air around us, or with our laps, or with the chair. Now, as best as you can, moving the attention back up through our arms towards the neck and the throat. This is an area where we can often hold tension. The neck and the throat can tell us a lot about how we might be feeling right now. Be with the sensations here and let go of any judgment that might be associated with this. Then, moving up to the facial area, beginning to notice all of the different muscles in our face, being curious about how we are holding our facial muscles right now. Being aware of the muscles around the mouth, the nose, the eyes. Noticing the movement of the air as you breathe in and out of the nostrils and of your mouth. Noticing your forehead and how you may be holding the muscles in your forehead at this moment. Generally noticing any overall sensations occurring around the face. Then moving our awareness around to the back of our heads. Being aware of any sensations around the hair or the scalp. Then bringing the attention to the top of the head. Notice any sensations around the head as a whole. And now letting your attention expand out to include the entire body as a whole. Bringing into the awareness the top of your head all the way down to the bottom of your toes. Noticing how the whole body connects together, and of the journey we have just taken in awareness. Just noticing how our bodies are feeling in this moment. And as you come to the end of this practice, in your own time, and gently start to bring your awareness back into the room. And when you're ready, open your eyes and return back to the room.